Hi everyone, welcome to our Backlog Stories channel. This is a very new channel, and I have plenty of experience in software industries in various department like manual testing, database testing, API testing, um, build and deployment, build and release management, and DevOps. So I have almost 2 years of experience in software industries. So some things, what I'm feeling, something in mind, I'm feeling to share knowledge to others. So the person who is really required or in really looking for any information, training, any kind of help is required through my knowledge. I just wanted to help them. That's one of the main reason I started this channel, and I would like to start with manual testing. Okay. And also I'm planning to bring a lot of courses and training like database testing, okay, and DevOps concepts, CI/CD pipelines and cloud technologies like AWS, Azure, GCP, and also automation tools, automation scripts like VB script, Python script. So whatever, for some list of experience, whatever I did, I have worked, I'm giving the knowledge through this channel, as well as I'm planning to give a tips, guidance, how it happens in organizations, how to with the real situations, how to crack the interviews. Okay, I know it's nowadays it's really difficult to get a job for manual tester, and most of the organizations are software industries moving out of manual testing, and they have been asking to start working on automation, automate everything, so they don't want to do it manual and waste the time. But still there are opportunities in manual testing. It's very limited, but there's a lot of competition. Yeah, definitely, I'll help you tips and tricks how to crack it. And also, after going through my course, if someone you know uh, need in help on mock interviews or any references, and also if someone is working 1 or 2 years of experience in manual testing, and now they want to shift to some other department, some other role, they want to jump onto SRE, they want to jump onto DevOps or any other roles, or delivery engineer or SDET. So if there is any help is required, definitely stay tuned to my channel and also subscribe my channel. Please encourage and support me, and by subscribing, by giving a thumbs up to this new channel, I'll bring a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience. I would personally believe that definitely I can add a value to your resume or any other your knowledge base. I would like to request you stay tuned to my channel and subscribe. If in case if you found it's good worth, please share it to other people. And also if you think that this course may not be you're looking for, then try to share. At least somebody is looking this information, those people will get help. Okay, so now let's get started about manual testing. So before that, I would give what is software, and what is software testing, why we have to do it. Okay, so a little bit theory concepts, then we will start digging deeper understanding on testing concepts, testing types, various types of stages, various a lot of strategies, plans, so how it happens. So everything I'll cover, but in today's session I would like to cover only basics. So in the next session I will start with the in-depth knowledge and concept about testing, but in today's session this is a starting introductory session. Hence I'd like to talk about only basic understanding about software testing. So let's understand what is software. Software. Okay, what do you mean by software? What is the difference between software and software testing? It's a collection. Software is a collection of computer programs that helps you to perform a specific task. This is a textbook definition, but just make you understand, I'll give a real-time example. Okay, suppose you want to buy a smartphone. What you will do? You have the money. Okay, you want to purchase a mobile. You'll go to Amazon. Okay, then you will search for your favorite mobile. Okay? You will search for the favorite mobile. Okay, but will you buy it? Suddenly, whatever you might have liked 3 or 4 mobile phones, you will not buy immediately, but you will do some analysis. You will check something. Okay, what is the configuration? What is the RAM? What is the storage? What is the processor? What is the speed of processor? Okay, so you basically you check, though you don't know in-depth information about these components, but you know high level what does it mean. So you just check what is the camera quality. Okay, and you also check what is the battery backup. So all those things you check before buying it. So once you liked it, so then what you will do? So once you checked and liked it, then you will order it. Okay, after ordering it, once you get delivered, what you will do? You just insert your SIM and start using it. But most probably, if in case if it is a very new brand mobile which is having a lot of options, a lot of features, what you will do? You will explore, right? Okay, how this application works, how this app works. A lot of games, a lot of softwares, a lot of things you install initially, and also you will go through all the options, how to configure any settings or any wallpaper setting, ringtone, everything. You will just go through and explore, and you do whatever you want as per your need, your requirement. That's what the software testing, you also doing the one or other way of testing it. Maybe you are not actually testing it, but your reviewing is nothing but also is one type of testing. Basically you are reviewing once a product. This is mobile is also product. Okay, at later sessions I will talk about what is product and what is project, difference between product and project. So Samsung is a software company, and it has a software product which is nothing but these mobiles, so which we are purchasing and we are using it for as per our needs. But you just check and whether it is working as per the expectation. Correct. These are all comes in testing. This is what testing. So basically someone is nothing but customer. In case of project based companies, the customer will give the requirements. Okay, so and so, this is my requirement. It should work like this. So as per the need a requirement, the development team, what it does, they develop the software. Then testing team, they will go and verify each and every requirement, whether it is works as per the customer requirements or not. This is a basic concept of software development and software testing. Okay, now we will look at what is SDLC. What is SDLC? Okay, SDLC is a software development life cycle. Okay, so it's a step-by-step procedure to develop a software. I also say it's a step-by-step procedure to develop a software as per the customer requirements. Okay, we will give some. Okay, SDLC. Now we will look at what is software testing. What is software testing? Okay, let me zoom it properly. Okay, so this is just a book's definition. Software testing is a part of software development process. So basically, software testing is one of the step or one of the phase of SDLC. Okay, SDLC have different stages like requirement collection, designing, developing, testing, and then implementation. Okay, SDLC has various stages, and software testing is one of the part of SDLC lifecycle. So, and also we will look at there are some more definitions usually in the market, which most organizations they will expect from the interview perspective. Software testing is also called an activity. It's an activity to detect and identify the defects in the software. Okay, just a second. I think I by mistakenly pressed something. Defects in the software. T is missing here. Okay. Okay. So we looked at what is SDLC and what is software testing, and now next we'll look at what is the main objective. There are a lot of objectives, but what is the main objective of testing? Why do you want to test? So basically, why there is a testing department exist in the software organization? So the objective of the testing is to release a quality of the product software applications, all are same. Some company they use it as product, some company they will call it as a software, some companies though it is a software they will call it as application, and some organizations they will call it as apps if they have any mobile apps as per the client requirement. Again, don't get confused. Customer, client, vendor, all are same. Okay, these are just a different perspective, different situations, different phrases or different words in a different organizations they're using it. Client is also same, customer is also same, and vendor is also same. Okay, some organizations they will call it as stakeholders, internal stakeholders and external stakeholders. External stakeholders is nothing but customers. Okay, so I hope you guys are following what I'm trying to explain here. If you have any doubts and question, feel free to come back and comment in the channel. Definitely I'll read through the comments and I'll try to address all the questions hopefully. But yeah, I'll try my level best. It depends on how many comments I'm receiving. So now look at why do we need to testing? So okay, there are a lot of reasons. Obviously, a very important reasons to ensure the software is bug free. It should not have any bug free. For example, it took some time back. I took an example about Samsung mobile. It is also software. It is also product of Samsung company. Once you ordered, suppose it has some issue, like it has two issue. You opened the box, you unbox the mobile, and you switched on the mobile. And before switching on, you changed your SIM card. You inserted your SIM card from the old mobile, and as soon as you started, it started loading all the apps, required softwares, updates, everything. It started working, but unfortunately, you want to make a call to your friend, and you wanted to say that you bought a new mobile, but call is not happening. Call is not working. So call functionality itself, it is not working, and battery, that the mobile phone is getting heat up. It's a lot of heat. You're unable to tolerate. So these are the real-time defects. Okay, the poor quality product. Then obviously you will blame, you will scold to Samsung, and immediately you will call to support and you will try to return the product. Correct? You will scold to the Samsung support guy. Correct? But actually, support guys are not implemented this software or product. Actually implemented by the development team. It can happen. It can happen in any company, any product, any software. There is no 100% bug-free software available in the world. Even if Microsoft, Apple, big companies, Facebook, every organization will have one or other issues. Okay, so but it should not we should keep in mind that what is important and what is not important. Important is like in case of mobile, the call functionality itself not working, battery is getting heated up. So all this very important basic features. Okay, and you're not able to install any apps from the Google Store. These are the very basic critical features. Correct? These should work. Okay. These are the very critical features. We have to ensure the bug is free. Bug is free means we will try to discover as much as possible. There may be some hidden bugs. We may not be cover all 100% bugs, but at least we should be try to cover as much as possible, like 95%, 98%. So at least 95 and 98% of or 99% of bug-free software we try to deliver to the customer. And why we need to test? There are a lot of reasons. Again, let me give another example. Ensure the system meets the customer requirement and software specifications. Okay, to ensure that the system meets end user expectations. So you are expecting something. For example, you ordered a mobile, you received it, and you inserted and started using the mobile. But the main thing you bought the mobile, to play the music, to listen music, to watch movies, but somehow your mobile is unable to play any videos. It's not at all working due to some issue in the software. So obviously you are the end user of that product or software. You will feel like, what the hell? It's very, you feel like annoying, and and you also get angry also. So that's why this is one of the need of testing. Testing is required. Why testing is required? We should think about, we should keep in mind end user experience. Okay, if we release this software in the market, once they started using actual users, real users, how they feel it, how they are going to use it, what are their real-time challenges. So all these things we need to keep in mind, and we need to test the software application. And during the development and testing phase, whatever bugs identify the testing team, they have to be immediately addressed and released it. If there is any defective, obvious defective or critical defective, it is missed out by the testing team and which is caught in the feed or by the any end user, then it will be uh, reported by the end user, then developer will get fixed it. But again, this release cycle, then fixing, testing and implementing and deployment. So all this life cycle will get, it will consume a lot of time. The time is directly proportional to money. So release is very expensive. That's why we need to perform a thorough testing before releasing it to the marketing. Okay, I hope you guys are following what I'm trying to explain here. Why we need to test. Those are all important points we need to keep in mind. It's a very important question especially for the freshers. The interviewer definitely they will ask about why do we need testing. That's one of the important interview question. So let's talk about software quality also. So quality is the term, especially most of the organizations they use it while software planning, development planning, requirement planning, any planning stage, definitely this word will come, the quality of the software. So what is quality? Quality is defined as a justification of all requirements of the customer in product. Basically, customer will give the list of requirements, so and so should work as per their expectation. As a test engineer, you have to follow each and every requirement. You need to read thoroughly, understand thoroughly, write the test cases and execute the test cases one by one, and make sure that each and every requirement test case is working as per the customer expectation, not as per your own requirement, as per your own expectation, or as per development, or as per somebody project manager. It should work as per the customer expectation. So that is what quality software. And quality is not defined in the product, it is defined in the customer mind. So that's why always while testing application or software, we should always behave as a customer, or always we should keep in mind customer perspective and test our software application. Let me give a notes here so that you can just make a note of that. Software quality. Quality is defined as justification of all the requirements of customer. Requirements as per customer. This is quality. And how do you define the quality? How do you define the quality? As I said earlier, there is no 100% bug-free software available in the world. Okay, but ultimately you have to deliver the quality product. So that's why we need to set the scope and proper planning and estimation and coverage of test cases. Like what is a percentage of quality you'll be releasing to the client or customer. 100% it's not possible. Okay, let's say you can commit to the customer 90%, 98% of bug-free software. You have to aim it to 90%. Then at least it should come around 95% of bug free. Okay? Because we'll never know. There may be some hidden bugs. Those will be discovered once it is released to the production, and when customers started using it and experiencing the real-time issues, and they will file a bug or incident. Then support engineer, they will start communicating with customer, and they will start creating incidents, depends on the severity and priority. In the later sessions, yeah, definitely I will talk about what is severity, what is priority, and a lot of, if there are any terminologies, if you guys are not following, not understanding, definitely each and every topic, each and every concept, I'll go in deep and explain. Okay. So customer will report from the feed. Okay. Then developer will give that, bug fix, and then again software testers has to test and release it again. So this is again maintenance cycle. I can say maintenance of the software product or application. And we should, how do you define quality? Then second point is deliver on time. For example, customer, okay, customer is asking some software. Okay, for example, just I'm giving some XYZ customer, some ABC, software company, they have made some agreement, something like, some XYZ customer is looking for XYZ customer. Customer is nothing but, for example, some XYZ college, they want to store all student database, and they want to, give a access to their employees, their students, and, and also they want to give some services, college services, maybe about classroom details, class schedules, lab details, or maybe they want to conduct online classes, and they want to maintain all the mark sheet, marks of the each and every student, and basic student information, student database. Okay, they have some requirements and they want to have some software. Okay, so they will ask to a software company to develop and give it to, for a, they will do some business agreement, like, okay, for this software, what is the budget and what is the timeline? For example, how much time you need to develop and deliver this, develop and test and implement and deliver to the customer, that college. So how long you need time, develop and design and testing for everything. Ultimately, customer is not worried about internal process, but ultimately they want to know when this software will get delivered and deployed in production. So we need to deliver on time. Suppose if there is a commitment about 1 year, so we should be delivered exactly 1 year. Okay, and the software should be developed within a budget. Okay, for example, beginning while discussion with the customer and the company, software company. Okay, they might have agreed, you know they might have agreed for $50,000 for developing the college database software. Okay, it should be within the budget. It should not exceed the budget. So in later stage, I will talk about, deep dive into how budget calculation will happen. What are the costing will happen, how the cost calculation will happen, and also each and every resource working on that project, how much is costing, how do you plan the costing, how to save, and how to get a profit, how to, finish the project within the deadline commitment within the commitment. So all those things I will talk about it in later course. Stay tuned. Um, then how do you define the quality? Then I talk about bug-free software, delivery on time, within budget, and then once meets the customer requirement. Suppose they gave around 100 requirements. Just giving an example, if all 100 requirements are developed and tested and it is working as customer expectation, we can say it's a quality product, quality software. Okay. So there is one more point, how do you define the quality? The last and least, how do you measure the software quality? Software should be software should be maintainable. Okay, I'll cover this while explaining SDLC, software development lifecycle modules, just to understanding why it is, what do you mean by maintainable. Just for example, suppose let's take a same example about phone. Suppose as I was saying earlier, the battery was getting heated up and the call is not working. So suppose if the same issue happened after 1 year, okay, after warranty expired, then customer, even if you call customer care and complain about the issue, then definitely you will not get a free replacement. Then definitely you have to go to a service center to get it repaired. So definitely you'll go to service center and they will explain about the problem, what exactly happened and what is not working. Then the customer service center, they will inspect what is the issue, what is not working in the mobile, in the smartphone, and they will say if it is repairable. Suppose battery is replaceable or some issue, something happened, camera or something, some software inside something is repairable. They will say to get it repaired, this is the they are going to charge maybe 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, depend upon that software component or part of that software which is going to be replaced. Okay, so that means the mobile phones are repairable, correct? The mobile phones are repairable. Same it is applicable for other softwares, other applications. Okay, so any software we are going to build, it should be maintainable. That means it should be repairable. If there is any issue happen in the production, we should be able to fix the issue. That's why the quality, one of the quality aspect is software should be maintainable. Okay, next we will look like why there could be a bugs or why there could be a issues in software. Okay, I think you're not able to see that. Okay. Why there are issues or bugs in the software? Okay, what are the reasons why we need to testing or why there is a testing team is required to qualify the quality of the software? Okay, one obvious common reason could be miscommunication. Miscommunication between customer development team, customer to testing team. Okay, let me give an example. For example, For example, I'll take a previous example only, college AWS software. So customer requirement was like the college requirement. I mean, the college administration or college management requirement, they gave requirement to a software company. Each and every student name should have one at least special character. That is the requirement. While creating email ID, okay, every student should have one special characters in the email ID and password. I mean, in the password. So that it increases the complexity, so that nobody hackers can guess the common password or usual password. That's why this is the one of the requirement. Password should have special character. Okay. But this communication, this requirement, somehow it was not reached to development team. So that's why it is missed. There's a communication gap between customer and the development team. So somehow miss that communication, either business analyst or the someone who is responsible to gather these requirements, convert into a documentation. So somehow during that phase, this one of the requirement was missed. Hence, the developer was not designed or not developed in such a way that it can check the special characters. Okay. So this communication gap can happen between customer and development team. And also there could be possible that there is a requirement, it has been captured properly, but it is not tested properly because of pressure or because of some various reasons. I'll cover this in the later stage. But as a test engineer, somehow you missed that. Either you accidentally missed it, or maybe time constraint, or maybe developer has not told you didn't read the requirement document properly, and somehow developer is missed to communicate about that requirement to the tester who is going to test that. So this communication gap can happen, development with customer and customer with testing team and development team to testing. And software complexity is one of the reason why we see as a defects or bugs, because the software is so complex, so many algorithms, so many codings, so many dynamic requirements, and so many technology changes and technology limitations. So that's why it is one of the software complexity is one of the reason. And programming errors. Again, okay, let's use notepad in case if it is getting hung again. Okay, okay, I don't want this one, that's why I'm deleting. Okay, software complexity. The third one is programming errors. Okay, so there could be developer can make a mistakes, logic, if and else, for loops, or any logic. He can do some mistakes while writing a program. That is also one of the main reasons why software can have bugs. And changing requirements. Okay. Changing requirements. Okay. For example, initially the customer might thought like they want to restrict the if someone is giving someone is giving least complexity of password. For example, just giving a 1234 ABCD, something like that. Okay. Okay. Last point, lack of skill testers. Let's take a look how this lack of skill testers will impact or how it will contribute to issues or bugs in the software application. So, for example, I'll just give if there is a king software that has to be tested and qualified in 3 months or 6 months with resource of 10 people. Okay. So ideally test manager and project manager, they should be hiring the software test engineers who is having banking domain experience and knowledge, banking domain knowledge, or somebody who already worked on in the banking domain projects. Okay, what happens? Sometimes they're under pressure, they are not getting, if they don't have the in-house resources, then they have to go for hiring. Within that timeline, they may not get the resources who are having banking domain experience. What happens in that case? They have to stick to the time bounds, then they will hire a resource which is having testing experience, but they don't have the domain knowledge, banking domain knowledge, how the banking system works. They don't know banking terminologies. So, but they could have done well, they could have tested well, but somebody is having banking domain knowledge and testing, and somebody doesn't have the banking knowledge. Testing really differs. It really matters a lot. This is one of the reason, lack of skilled testers can cause issues or bugs in the software. Let's move on to the next topic. Very common question. It's a typical interview question. It's a favorite interview question for the person who is looking for software testing job, manual testing job for freshers. And sometimes this question will be asked for experience also. I see the person who is having like 2 to 4 years, 5 years of experience. I see this question was asked. Okay, so this is very important question. Pay attention, and also if possible before interview you can watch this video again so that you will be remembered what exactly has been discussed here. You can explain same concept in the during interview. So let's take a look. Okay, before talking about what is the difference between error, bug, and failure, I would like to talk about what is issue, what is bug, what is defect, what is ticket. Some company, they will also call incident. Incidents. Okay, all are the same. Incident, issue, bug, defect, ticket, all are the same. Different organization, they will use the terminology as a different, okay, in a different situation, but all are the same. But there is a difference between error, bug, failure. Error means any incorrect human action that produces a problem in the system is called an error. Okay, let me explain you in a simple way. For example, there is a requirement of password should at least minimum 8 characters. This is the requirement. Then the developer has to write a code in such a way that the password text field should accept at least minimum 8 characters. If it is not accepting, it should throw in a pop-up error by saying that the password policy standard is not matching. You must enter at least 8 characters. This is a description of the pop-up message. But while developing this logic, he did some mistakes. That is human mistakes, human error. That's why we call it as error. It was any mistakes done by the human or developers. Those mistakes typically we call it as errors. Okay. Then what is bug and what is defect? Bug or defect is deviation from the expected behavior. Okay, let's take same example. What is expectation here? Expectation is the password field should at least 8 characters. The password field should have at least 8 characters. That is expectation, but it is accepting all the characters. Even if you enter 1 character, also it is accepting. Even if you enter 2 characters, 4 characters, 5 characters, it is also accepting. That means it is a deviation from the expected behavior or the actual behavior in the system. That's why we call it as a defect. It's a formal definition. We call it as a defect or a bug. Informal name, bug. Then what is failure? Then what is the difference? Failure is a deviation identified by the end user while using the system in the production, or end user in the production by the customer. Once it is, the software has been shipped in the production, every organization, they will have their own testing team. So those team will, they will perform some testing activity. It may be 1 week, 2 week, 1 month, depends. It depends upon the complexity and criticality of the application. They will perform testing. During that time, if they found any issues, any deviation, then they will call it as a failure. So I hope you guys understood what is the difference between error, bug, and failure. Please keep in mind, because it's very important for the interview perspective, and also in terms of understanding the testing concepts. Okay, I think our session is getting longer. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel. Stay tuned. I'll promise a lot of knowledge, a lot of information, and a lot of interview tips and a lot of interview questions. And definitely it will help for you clearing the interview. And also I'm planning to, announce the references. I have a lot of contacts in companies, so I'll try to get the requirements about the testing openings, testing positions, and I will announce in the upcoming sessions or next sessions. Maybe this is just we started, so be here some more time and trying to organize this course, and also try to bring a lot of topics, a lot of information. So definitely I'll start bringing about the testing openings also. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.